Join the discussion now. 844-MOJO Live. 844-665-6548. This is Mojo in the Morning.
Nothing worse than finding out that somebody that you are dating is cheating on you. And that's what happened to Lacey just a little bit ago. At least that's what we suspect after he sent flowers to somebody that he works with and sounds like he's been spending a lot of time with. But her indication that he was cheating was an interesting one that actually is more common than you think. We get a lot of people that ask us to do War of the Roses for this reason. And that is their partner suddenly becomes a completely different person in the bedroom than they've ever become in their relationship. Many times, like you heard when we were talking to her, it could be just them watching, porn. Other times, it could be them trying things out with somebody else. And that is where we want to ask you the question, have you ever had that happen to you? 844-MOJO Live, 844-665-6548 is our telephone number. Voice disguise, they say, for line number 20, and that is Kelly. Kelly, this actually happened to you?
Yes, this happened to me. I found out my husband was cheating on me from the way that he was starting to do extremely experimental things in the bedroom that we never used to do. And then I found out that he was cheating on me with a stripper.
Oh, geez. Oh, my God.
When you asked him, where is this coming from? Where did you learn this? Did he have an excuse for you?
He was kind of a little bit I just wanted to spice things up, make it, a little bit more unique for us. And at first it wasn't something that I was, looking into. And then once I realized that it was getting kind of crossing boundaries, and things that we really, really would never think to do, I started to look into it.
And so how did you look into it, and how did you find out that there was a stripper that he was fooling around with?
Yeah, I basically just went through his phone, and then I found out just from his text messages that he was texting some girls, and then found them on social.
Wow.
That girl specifically.
Wow. Man, that's got to be devastating. It's got to be devastating on a couple of things. One, it's got to be devastating because you know that they're cheating. Two, it's got to be devastating because it's got to make you feel like you're not good enough in the bedroom.
Right. That was the first thought that immediately hit my mind. So I would just tell Lacey, at least she's not married to him yet.
Yeah, and you know what? That's actually a very good point.
Yeah.
Thank you for calling. I appreciate you. This is a wild one. Alyssa, hi. It's Mojo in the Morning.
Hi.
Alyssa, we're talking about how they changed up their in-bedroom sex, and that's when you found out that they were cheating.
When I was 19, I was dating this guy for a couple of months, and things changed. He started asking me to do certain things to him, and I found out that not only was he cheating with women, he was also cheating with men.
Wow.
Oh, wow. And did you ever suspect that?
No, I had a crush on the kid all through high school, all through middle school, and I never suspected it at all.
So when you say that he asked you to do things to him?
Yes.
And I'm assuming that obviously we can't talk about some of the things that he asked, but were the things that he was asking you to do to him, were they things that
maybe tipped you off to a secret gay lifestyle?
Well, I had asked him about it, and he had told me that a friend of his told him how great it was, and he just wanted to try it.
And you guys were together for how long at this point?
About 7 months, and we were living together.
So long enough to realize this was a change in behavior.
Did you try the things that he asked you to try?
I did, and he was happy, so I thought maybe it was just something different, and I
Wow.
found out I was way wrong.
Wow.
When he finally came out to you, or did he finally come out to you, or did you just walk in with him being with another guy, or how did it happen? How did you find out that he was gay?
I walked in on him with another man in our bed,
Yeah, man.
and he tried to tell me that they were just wrestling.
No,
And
he
that it
did
was
not.
something guys
No. Oh my God.
Oh, I'm sorry you're laughing.
I
And who won?
She did.
Me, because I was then by myself.
Yep.
Wait. What did you say to him when he said we're wrestling?
He told me that they were wrestling, and I explained to him, I was like, okay, I was engaged to a hockey player in high school, and they never even did that. So what guys are you talking about that
Wow.
do that on a regular basis?
Naked.
Oh,
Wait,
man.
were they wrestling clothed or unclothed?
Unclothed.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
no, come on.
Oh my
With
God.
That
fun
is-
stuff involved.
Oh, my
fun stuff.
gosh.
Wow. All right. Well, thank you,
I was the
Alyssa.
crazy one.
How does he say wrestling with a straight face?
Oh my God. That call. Holy cow. Kelly is on with us right now. Hi, Kelly. How you doing?
Hi, good.
Hi.
So I feel like mine's kind of interesting. When me and my husband got together, we were still kind of like in the newlywed stage, and I feel like we had a pretty good sex life. Like it was pretty consistent, and then all of a sudden it just stopped, like out of nowhere, and it really threw me off, especially after we were going to try to have another baby.
Mm-hmm.
Come to find out, he was cheating on me right before he was coming home. So he was obviously baking the cookies before coming home.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of it, the girl was just using him to try to get pregnant, and they had a pregnancy scare.
Oh, geez. So this is a very common one where they don't want to have sex with you anymore, and it's the biggest reason is they don't want to give you potentially something that they might have gotten from somebody else. Is one of the big reasons, or they are more in love with the other person and they don't feel like they can be passionate enough for you. So it's different than changing up weird, tricks and stuff in the bedroom.
Yeah,
That's tough.
it was just, it was hard because he was like, I think I'm falling for her, and she was like, well, I'm not. Like, I'm just trying to get pregnant.
She's just trying to, yeah. Wow, that's amazing. Another Voices Guys one here. Again, War of the Roses. And by the way, with Lacey, we couldn't get Erica back on the phone. We couldn't. That was the tough one. So that's why we're kind of taking these calls here right now with stories about how this happened to you. Anne?
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey.
So yeah, I am actually going through the exact same thing right now. My boyfriend of 2 years, I just found out he cheated on me. This would be, sounds silly, but this would be number 3. He's cheated 3 times.
Oh, gee.
And every single time I find out, it's always going through the phone and finding all of these girls on social media, and so much porn, like extreme amounts.
Wow.
And what really gives it away is when they stop doing things in the bedroom, because that's what gives it away automatically. Like you can't do all of that beforehand and then still perform because you've given it all up. You know what I'm saying? It's
So
all
this is the
gone.
opposite. It wasn't like the other callers saying that they all of a sudden tried a bunch of new things. Your partner actually stopped doing
Just
things.
stop.
Yeah.
Just
Like
stop.
that, like our
Yeah,
last
and-
call.
Yeah, and it's awful feeling, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It sucks. You know what? I know that it may not be something that you will get comfort with, but in baseball, it's 3 strikes, you're out. You gotta get rid of this guy.
Yeah.
You gotta move on. You deserve better.
Oh, absolutely. And so does this lady on War of the Roses. Anybody who gets cheated on, you don't deserve it.
Yeah.
You don't. You deserve. Everybody deserves to be happy. You know, everybody. Nobody deserves to go through this. This is a bad feeling, getting cheated on once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. No matter how many times, it always hurts just as much every single time. Nobody
Absolutely.
deserves to go through something like this.
Sure. Thank you so much for going on the air and sharing with us and for the advice
Have a
for
good one,
Lacey.
guys. Love you.
All right, we love you too.
back.
Your home of the phone scams. War of the Roses. And the Dirty on the 30.
Mojo in the morning.
This is Mojo in the Morning.